is the Molson School Museum, and it was built in 1913-14. It was put into use, and it lasted until 1962. At that time, there was no longer a high school or middle school, but they did keep it open until 1969.
See, all this section here is New Molson.
Oh, okay.
And this over here was the beginning, the old Molson.
Right.
And then right where we are, this and the building across, this was called Central Molson.
Right.
So.
Wow, they're not connected here. And this is where Mr. McDonald said you gotta move out of my lane.
Yes, he had a cabin right back there. I'll show you a picture of that. See, this is his homestead, and it's on the back side of that. So he just claimed that whole block as part of his. They went to court over that because, of course, he didn't want to lose his hotel.
Right.
And so, but it went on for 20 years. They won out, but by that time, they talked this Noah Lacoste over here to plat New Molson. And so the businesses then, of course, they weren't sure if they'd get clear title to their property over there. So they all moved over
You guys don't
here.
charge, right?
No.
It's just donation.
Right.
Well, folks, donate. Come here, visit, and donate.
We can go in the classroom.
In this classroom. Yeah.
It's like it. Yeah, it's better than the ones your view and it's personal. Look at all this, nice. Somebody's lunch.
Oh, yes, see, so this then was the assembly room where you would come 9, 10, 11, 12 grade, and you would have your desk here, and then you would just take your, say, English book into the library for that class, or science into the science room. And then when I went to school, they had plays and graduations and everything. There was a false wall behind there, so you could go about the later, like you say, the later 50s when they made this into the superintendent's office. But then when the school closed then and we turned it into a museum, then we made the post office things in here. Like this came from the Chesaw post office, and this was the original window with the original glass and everything that came out of the Chesaw post office. Plus, these were some of the boxes. And then,
Look at that.
yeah, see, that was
For the postman?
yes, for when they delivered mail on horseback
The
out
Pony
in the
Express?
kind of they called it rural delivery. This was in the Chesaw post office too, but it was one that was before this because, see, it didn't have any
Windows or anything.
places
yeah.
where you could get your bucks. You had to
no
ask.
boxes and
You
all
had
that.
you had to ask for your. Down
So
the
the
library,
others.
you can see back there's the little slots.
Yeah.
But you'd have to ask for your mail, and then she'd.
And it looks like
they'd
this is
give
the
it to you.
library.
Yes, this books are on each side are original books of nonfiction on that side, the fiction here, but even though this ceiling it leaked so badly that plaster was everywhere, it was just in the middle of the room, and it didn't hurt the books, which we were happy about.
There must be some old books there.
Yes.
Built in 1898 by Frank Fontaine. That's good. Nice. Okay. So, how many people used to live here? Husband and wife, and how about you?
2 children.
2 children. 4 people.
Harry and Ernest was his name, and that is Sharon that you met over there at
Right.
the school.
Right.
Granddad. But they came from Norway in 1905, and with 5 children. My dad was oldest; he was just 7, and so it was a baby. Can you imagine going across the ocean with 5 children? And
Yeah.
but they wanted to come to America, and so they worked hard, I tell you. And then she ended up then with, like, say, 9 boys and 2 girls.
And where was this originally located?
Well, it was south of here. What they call
I see you blocked this off.
Yes, we just have this.
Are there
Like
people
this.
being mischievous? Or?
Well, they would be if you didn't have this, you know,
Yeah.
because too much fun to play with that. Yeah, that's the family
Ah,
there. Now here, this is original. You might want to take
Molson
this.
State Bank.
Yes, this
That's
is
what I wanted to
quite
name.
a nice.
Molson State Bank.
Right,
Okay.
and that's original
Any
sign.
bank robbery? Any?
You know, I don't know. Fixtures here actually came, the word original here, but it was like it would have been, but it came from another place. But there was a spur that went part way off of that, but it stayed in Canada and came into Bridesville. It's just across the border down there, and then into Molson and on down to Oroville, and then it went up into Canada. So that's why it was such a big shipping point, because there wasn't a line between Oroville and Wenatchee then, and so it all came shipped up.
Poland,
through
China.
here. This was moved in from the Poland China mine that was about 5 miles east of here,
Uh-huh.
and so they brought that in.
And what would they do?
They were mining, and this assay office was there, and they had a mill up there at the Poland China too.
1896? Was it? Is that what it's?
That's when the first mining started. I had that one built earlier. That
In order.
yeah, there was actually a lawyer here that
Charles Dvorak?
Dvorak, yes, Charles Dvorak.
Dvorak?
Was an attorney here, and so this step is not good, but Harry thought that was something that we had to rebuild, but needed a building just to commemorate him and for being. So this is kind of the way it was, and gave all the law and order people. My dad ended up being a deputy. So then it got, when they tore that school building down, then it went to Oroville.
What's that over there?
The outhouse.
Is that the outhouse? Are you serious? Can we look at that one? Can we look at that? I mean, in a freezing cold snow? Really?
Yes,
Middle
well,
of the night?
That's right, that's there.
Well, the thing is, by the time I get to that, I forgot why I was coming out to begin with. Oh, you put a lock on there.
Yes,
What, people didn't
can't
use
go,
it?
you can't. But there's one over here.
No, I just want to take a look. I mean, I find this impossible. I mean, I don't know how bad I would want to go, but no, I don't think so. No. But that's the next question. We go to these ghost towns, and there is this saying over there that some ghosts don't want to die. You know what I mean? So, do you have your ghost stories here?
No, we don't have, I don't know any ghost stories, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't.
Have anybody said anything about it?
No, I don't think
Nobody's
so.
hair gets pulled, or
No,
nobody's shirt gets
no.
tugged. No.
No, we don't have any of that. So.
We are at the Molson Cemetery. The actual cemetery was way yonder up on the hills, and there are still some graves there. But what happened, because it was inconvenient to go up there on the side of the hill, they moved for those people who could actually afford it. And they brought the graves over here to this new cemetery, which is pretty much flat. And people can come and visit their loved ones. And as you see the flowers here, the flag, and all the kind of stuff here to say that somebody actually visiting these people here. And we're just gonna film this and take some pictures with all due respect. We're here just to preserve the history and the names of some of these folks that actually lived in the town of Molson, went to school here, did work here, and now they're
part of the memory and history of this place.